So a lot of people believe that the 2024 open ceremony to the Olympics was a direct insult to Christianity. And some people are even saying that it looked like a ritual and everything looked like a big old orchestra of some kind of satanic something. And most of it is from these three photos. The red, Marie Antoinette, decapitated. This appears to be a scene of the Last Supper and some pale horse that's riding on water into the night to open the ceremony of the gates of hell. Okay, I'm going to start with the horse. The horse thing, I do not get. I don't know how that correlates to Satan. I don't get it. I do not get it. Just because Jesus walked on water, now a horse can't walk on water. I personally think you guys are reaching with that one. To me, it reminded me of Beyonce. Okay, we're going to have to talk about the Last Supper thing. And I know Trump said it was a disgrace, so now everybody thinks it's a disgrace, so let's get into it. When I saw this, I personally did not think Last Supper until people were like, it reminds me of the Last Supper. Okay, we have to remember that the Last Supper was a painting by DiCaprio, by Leonardo da Vinci. Okay, and the fact that there's drag queens in there, so everybody's upset. I mean, kind of. But if that's the case, you guys need to be upset about this, because this looks like the Last Supper. Upset about this, because this looks like the Last Supper. Upset about this, because this looks like the Last Supper. I don't want none of you people, none of the Christian people watching Sopranos, okay? Because Sopranos got the Last Supper in there. No more watching The Simpsons. I don't want to hear no more media predictions about The Simpsons, because this definitely looks like the Last Supper to me. But in all honesty, this is what I see. A big old Greek freak-off. I mean, this guy represents this god, and they get freaky. And to me, this makes more sense. We have to remember that the Olympics were founded and started in Greece, where nobody wore clothes and they ran around naked eating grapes and drinking wine. And he looks like a god. He doesn't look like Jesus, but maybe they're saying that this chick right here, this chick right there, maybe she's Jesus. Okay, so they're saying that this blue guy that was rolling around on the tables was supposed to be Dionysus, the Greek of God, fertility, and wine. Now that makes sense to me, besides the Last Supper. Now I can see how the Marie Antoinette thing might freak somebody out, because, you know, she's decapitated and she's singing in the building, in the place where she was held captive, and it sounds like a ritual. It sounds like a seance. And then lightning blows out and there's flames, and then they go into singing. But all this is part of their history, and I think they're making focus of that you know, their history wasn't as beautiful as it may seem, and this was part of their dark history. And I don't think it was a satanic ritual. I mean, nowadays, if you wear red, you're worshiping the devil. It's just getting a little crazy. I will be honest, I feel like all of this was a big reach. If we're going to say that we're offended about this, then we have to be offended about everything nowadays. Can we just go back to where we knew when to be offended? Especially when religion and sexuality and rock and roll all mixed together so seamlessly and effortlessly. Can we just go back to that, where we knew when to be offended? Because this takes too much research.